There's a concentrated effort to stop it. They'll do everything to stop us, especially now. Because where is our opposition?
He's been fighting for us for so long. So many schools of thoughts we've been through, yeah, to keep us strong. So tell me, what is it that you're willing to do to make our dreams come true? Yeah, make our dreams come true. Been a long time coming, but now we're here. So won't you stand up and show no fear? For the master, master teacher. Freedom for the master, master teacher. Freedom for the master, master teacher. Freedom for the master, master teacher. 'Cause he's a man of the hour. They kidnapped him for building Tamare. He put his life on the line for us all. And for the truth, the lies must fade away. Fade away. It's been a long time coming. Yes, let's be strong. For the 7 seals are breaking. It won't be long to make our dreams come true. For a life that's new. Some are called and few are chosen. How about you? For the master, master teacher. Freedom 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 for the master, freedom, master teacher. Freedom for the master, master teacher. Freedom for the master, freedom, master teacher. Freedom for the master, freedom, master teacher. Think not that we are earthborn, we come from earth, we may be, but we are life-born spirit, and without knowing we can never be free. Knowledge of this was lost when we were cast into blindness. The master teacher came and broke the chains of bondage. For the master, master teacher. Freedom for the master, freedom, master teacher. Freedom for the master, freedom, master teacher. Freedom for the master, freedom, master teacher. Freedom for the master, bring the master teacher. Bring the freedom for the master, master teacher. Freedom for the master, bring the master teacher. Bring the freedom for the master, master teacher. 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 Freedom for the master.
They did everything in their power to take this land and make sure that what's happening right now does not go on. They tried every trick in the book. They ain't finished. They tried slander, defamation of character. They tried to lock brothers up, harass sisters on the street, stop every car coming down, and make sure they did everything they could. And not one person come out and help us. Why? Because they had us marked as a cult. Oh, there's some crazy suicide cult. There's a concentrated effort to stop it. They'll do everything to stop us, especially now. Because where is our opposition?
He's been fighting for us for so long. So many schools of thoughts we've been through, yeah, to keep us strong. So tell me, what is it that you're willing to do to make our dreams come true? Yeah, make our dreams come true. Been a long time coming, but now we're here. So won't you stand up and show no fear? For the master, life on the line for us all. And for the truth that lies must fade away. Fade away. It's been a long time coming. Yes, let's be strong. For the 7 seals are breaking. It won't be long to make our dreams come true. For a life that's new. Some are called and few are chosen. Said, how about you? For the master, master teacher. Freedom 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 for the master, freedom, master teacher. Freedom for
of the aiders. So all these are different descriptions of us as a people. So these are descriptions that we gave ourselves of ourselves, okay, as presented to us by the master teacher, Parnababiananan, the galactical master of heaven and earth, affectionately known to us as Baba Yanun. The word Baba just means father. Yanun means old primordial one. An incarnated Nadar, a deity, an avatar, or in Arabic they use the word as Ila Mutajasud, a divine being in flesh, in human form, into the body of His Excellency Dr. Malachi Z. Kayok Okran, 33 degrees over 720 degrees. And when we say 720 degrees, what that pertains to is him having knowledge, 360 degrees of knowledge of the physical realm and 360 degrees of knowledge of the spiritual realm, actually possessing 76 trillion years of knowledge. And his job is to transform us back into Ethereans, or that state that we once were. He says, what I'm here to do is to transform you from a solid into a liquid and into a gas. Okay? And we are, you heard that term, spiritual beings having a physical experience. Well, what it is that we are spiritual beings in a body, not a body in a spirit. And basically meaning that it's like, look at your physical body. Look at your physical body as your non-physical body, as your spirit and soul. And the coat you got on is the physical skin, the physical coat, you see. So we've got the coat on, which is physical, and what's inside the coat is the non-physical. Okay, so if you had to put that in percentage terms, it would be 76% of us is non-physical and 24% of us is physical. Okay, that's a little introduction. And those who don't know, I am Haptwi Ray Atam Hatap, one of the many student teachers of the master teacher. We have feminine as well as masculine student teachers of the master. Okay, and he is here to raise up the feminines, not just the masculines. Especially more so the feminines, because they're the ones who'll be ruling for the next 24,000 years. Okay, and also about no what is really a feminine doctrine. Okay, and when we say feminine, we have to acknowledge that feminine or gender are principles. Feminines have masculine inside of them, masculines have feminine inside of them. Okay, just like the right and the left brain. The right brain is feminine in polarity, and the left brain is masculine in polarity. We also have those forces, those centrifugal forces, which are feminine, and we have those centripetal forces, which are masculine. So in natural nature, there's always principles, masculine and feminine principles. And that you will find in great detail in the scroll the master teacher has written called The Sacred Wisdom of Tohuti. Okay, this scroll here is called The Sacred Wisdom of Tohuti, a very powerful scroll. It's actually more like, as we said many times, an operating system that tells us how we should or how we should align ourselves with the forces of natural nature. This is what this particular scroll is all about. 9 principles, or you may hear other terms such as the 7 Hermetic principles. And the 7 Hermetic principles was taken from the sacred rhythm of the Houthi, or that being Tahuti, is who the Greeks morphed in their character from, who they call Hermes Trismegistus. His teachings were so profound that they said, no, we could have one just like him, and they made this character called Hermes, which is actually the Houthi. And this being the Houthi in the religion, he's known as Malachi Zodok or Melchizedek, or Malachi, also the angel Michael. And in Islam, he's known as El Khidr, the green one. Okay. In the mystery schools of ancient Tamaray, Egypt, is known as Atum Re, and in the galactically known as Yanun, a being that incarnates from time to time to time to time. Okay. And right now, his last incarnation or his present incarnation is into the body of Dr. Malachi Z.K. York. Okay. So, as I said before, his job is to transform us from a solid into a liquid and into a gaseous state. Now, we came from a gaseous state into a liquid state and back and into a solid. Now we're making that return journey. Okay, and he is the one who those in those mystical societies that await for what they refer to as a Messiah. You see, they're waiting one, but now that he's here with us, we are in a very blessed day and time. Okay, we are actually living in a day and time that all the master's predecessors, all those scribes, all those seers and sages and prophets all longed to live in this day and time, because they knew that the doors to all universal knowledge will be opened up unto us. You see, so we are in a very, very privileged day and time, and we have the best of the best, the highest of the highest in our presence. Okay, and he is also, his job here is to raise the feminines and the masculines to be of that stature as well. Okay, so not just he's here to give 1 or 2 man and go off. No, he's here to raise us up just like himself. So we too become Mugdad Tat'u, Mugdad'u, deities, feminines and masculines. Okay, so with that being said, today's class is called The Past, the Moment, the Future. Which time frame do you reside? And as always, this is an interactive class, meaning that we learn just as much from you, the listening audience, as you do from us. I say welcome to those of you at the chat, those of you on Clubhouse, those of you on Zoom, interactive class, to those on YouTube as well, because we have a YouTube live session going on at the same time. I think also Facebook as well. So you've got all those avenues open. So this right knowledge is spread universally. Back in the past, before we had the internet, before we had social media, it was just one-to-one. You could propagate on the street and bam, that's it, you know. And what has happened is, especially those of us who've been in the doctrine for such a long time, we take for granted that everybody knows about the master teacher, and we find that everybody don't know about the master teacher. And we're talking in a way that we think everybody talks like this, and I am finding out that everybody doesn't talk like this, and we are introducing to the people, the world really, new dialogue, new words, new concepts, and here it is, new information, and so that people, it's there to expand our minds, okay, and to increase our brain capacity. We call it neuroplasticity, whereby we are creating new neurons and new neural pathways by way of the synapses, meaning basically that you have one brain cell, you've got another brain cell, and the communication to each brain cell is called by way of a synapse. Rules the bat is that doctrine to help regenerate the brain, to increase more brain cells and to increase the communication from brain cell to brain cell. Okay, and that is a class in itself. Okay. So with that being said, let us start. By the way, let me first say, how's everyone doing anyway?
Yeah,
Ooh.
very good.
Okay, that's what so far.
Yeah,
Okay,
great.
keep it up, keep it up.
Yeah.
And those of you on Zoom and Clubhouse, I hope that you all are doing well as well, like the brother here at the chat. Okay, so let us begin. The past, the moment, the future. Which time frame do you reside in? And let's ask a little question here. Let's start off. Let us ask you guys, you're all a question, the listening audience. What is meant by the term the past? Let's start with that. The past, the moment, the future. Which time frame do you reside in? What do you mean when you hear the word the past? Make sure you get it right and speak to my dear brother. If you don't get it right, Somali gets scored off the property. That's how we roll here. Okay, go ahead.
Rahubat.
Rahubat, Somali.
Yeah, the past, what I understand about the past is that things that's happened before, things that's went before.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, the past.
The
Things
past.
that's went before.
Okay.
Whatever happened before was.
Huh? Was. What happened before was.
Was, yeah.
Okay, great. And anybody else? Okay, what does the and this is what I Googled that and I said, let's hear what it got on Google. And this is the answer I get. I put the question, what is meant by the term the past? And the answer is gone by in time and no longer existing. The time before the moment of speaking or writing. The set of all events that occurred before a given point in time. The past is contrasted with and defined by the present and the future. The past is completed and can never be changed. The past signifies events that have already occurred. Now, it's got here. The first answer was gone by in time and no longer existing. Would you all agree with that definition, that the time has already happened and is no longer existing? Would you all say that's a correct?
No, not.
Remember the mic?
Yeah, right about that.
Right back again.
The way that I would say that partly true, but not partly true.
Keep it going.
In the sense that everything that's past, but then it's still certain past events are still resonating with us. That's become our present.
Yeah.
The present tense, coming from the past to
the present.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying that the past.
Yeah, I said that the aspects of that the past. It's true that the past is the events that we've been through as past, but there are certain I would say frequencies or influences that are still here that make up our present.
Okay, it's very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so very good. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and Stan had a question.
Yeah, just to add on to what you were saying. I think yes, like your question, we all agree. I kind of understood that yes, the past is something that's already happened. It's not going to happen again. But then I also come across some information about there is no past, there is no future, there is just now.
Okay, well done.
So I'm very curious to know where you're going with this and to get more information with that. If there is no past, there is no future, it's just now. Like time is the, how can I say, like time as exists as we know, as I understood. It's not what it actually is. Like there is no yesterday, there is no tomorrow. It's just this present moment.
That's
it's-
right. You actually hit the bullseye. You know, you hit the bullseye. But what about this definition that's got here? Gone by in time and no longer existing. It's the past.
So I'm saying I don't think that.
Uh,
So I'm saying I'm waiting to hear you expand on that because it
Okay.
doesn't
Okay.
make sense with the information I have now.
Yeah.
What I understood about there is no past, there is no future. It's just now.
So are you saying that the past is still existing? If there's no past, that means the past is still existing if there's only now. Is this what you're trying to?
I'd say yes. It's kind of going over my head a bit, but then I'd say yes.
Yes.
So the past and the future, it's almost like it's here, it's happening right now. as we
That's
speak.
right. So,
Yeah.
you know, when you if you know, like you can remember past events. When you remember past events, are you remembering the past event now, or you remember the past event that happened yesterday? Do you know what I'm saying? When you remember something that happened yesterday or years ago, are you remembering that right now, or is your mind going back to the past?
Wow, that's powerful. I'm remembering right now.
You remember it right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So what you're saying is that, so when you say the past is happening right now, what you're saying, when you remember, you just time travel and you brought the past into now.
Wow.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay,
Definitely.
I have to ask you the question because I don't know. I'm just asking the question. You know what I mean? It sound better.
That
So,
sounds-
so you saying the past is happening now. So now that means then that when you remember the past, what you're saying, there's no past in the past. There's all the what you recollect is what you're recollecting right now.
Right.
That's what you're saying, isn't it?
I'd say yes.
You say yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You don't really sound very convincing, you know.
You know what? It's because that's why I was saying I'm very curious to know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Because I understood the fact that there is no past, there is no future. It's just now. But I never really understood what does that really mean, saying the present now. So if there is no future, there's no past, it's now. So when
Yeah.
you're breaking it down right now, saying when you're thinking about things that happened years ago, 2 years ago, are you going back or you're thinking it in the presence now?
Yeah.
That's why I'm understanding now that's what that must mean when it says it's just the presence, there is no future, there is no time. So even when you're thinking what happened yesterday, but no, it's
You're thinking that thought right
right now.
now. You're 100% right, you know. Somebody just said, I know if Basta, can you please, I can't really access it. You know, on Zoom, somebody asked a question about the past.
Sorry, Zamal, what was that? Sorry, Nadum.
Did somebody ask a question on the Zoom? Basta,
There's
please.
questions there, but not pertaining to what you were just explaining in
I
terms
can't
of.
really hear
Oh
you.
yes, there is. Sorry, I do. Yeah, Nadum. I think the past still exists as light, and that's how time travel exists. If one can track certain light of the past and go faster than it, they can enter the light and be in the past. So that was more of
I
a
could just about hear
statement
you,
rather
Samantha.
than.
It's very, very faint.
What is it? Oh dear. My
Um,
mic's off.
um, it's very faint. I could just about hear you. You know, hear it it's coming from the phone, but I can't hear it on the speaker here on the laptop. Okay, I could just about hear it, you know.
Oh,
Okay, okay, so I could just it sounded like a very good question.
She mentioned something about time travel.
Time travel,
Yeah, maybe she said something about, I could hear her faintly saying something about
time travel.
time travel, which is what you said, brother.
Okay, about time travel. We can go into that time travel limit. Yeah, I could. I really want to hear. I can't hear her very well. Yeah, somebody else said that you can't hear you very well.
Is the mic, is everything all right
Yeah,
with the sound and
yeah.
everything?
I think what it could be just bastard. Could be mic. Okay.
Zamal, sorry, Nadom. It might be that computer because the sister actually said that she could hear me very well.
Okay.
What is that, the same sister speaking now?
No, it's bastard. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I need to try and get back to that. So that sounds like a very good question. Let's continue with the past. And it's got here. Here this now is very interesting because it's got here. I remember this is from Google, and it says here the past is contrasted with and defined by the present and the future. The past is completed and can never be changed. Can the past be changed? What do you think? Samuel, what do you think? Can the past be changed? Maybe. Give brother the mic. Also, this for you all on Clubhouse and Zoom. Can the past be changed? Got a brother here who wants to make sure you get it right, bro. Remember you.
It's just an opinion.
That's good. Good. Come forward a bit. Come forward.
The audience.
Yeah, cool.
So can the past be changed?
Yeah.
When the past is can be like yesterday, right? It depends also with the event and the action that you did.
Yeah.
So maybe it can be changed depending on the action or the event.
Hear this
what
now.
I'm thinking.
Hear this.
Yeah.
Sikhat Ra said, yes, you can change your perspective on it. Sikhat Ra, you're on the right track. Let's put it like say this, right? You know that you heard that the past is time is an illusion, right? You know time is illusion. And it's put like this. Say that somebody had a bad habit. Years and years had a bad habit. Then they changed. They changed the habit. They have just moved up to another frequency. On that frequency that they're now residing, that habit no longer exists. They are now creating a new path. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Drop you on, let's say, station 1. And on station 1, you was participating in you had a particular lifestyle. Then you moved up a frequency to level 2. On that level, that habit didn't exist. On that level, that habit didn't exist. You have altered the past. Now, there are people around you, and let's say friends you used to hang out with, and they're all on level 1, and they're still maintaining and or perpetuating this bad habits. But you are now moved up a notch, and you could see the habit that they are participating in. But you on that frequency no longer have that habit, and that habit never existed on that frequency. So now you have just created a new timeline. In quantum physics, the master teacher put it like this. There's a video on YouTube called How to Prove the Existence of the Most High. And the master put it like this. He said that, and he said it very quickly, and he must have said it, and it lasted about 3 seconds. He said like this. It's about 33 minutes into the video. Video lasts an hour or something. He said it like this. The next level to divinity is that of a quantum existing being. He's trying to let you know by that, he said it really quick, the next level to divinity is that of a quantum existing being. He wants us to go and study quantum physics and the science of quantum mechanics. Because quantum physics and quantum mechanics is spirituality expressed scientifically. You follow?
Yeah.
So when religious people say science can't answer everything, well, they can answer more than what's in your Bible and Quran. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's telling you this is, and the video I do recommend for everybody who's listening is called "What the Bleep Do You Know?" Because they go into it. It's not heavy jargon, but it's listen. You have to listen to it a few times, make notes, and They break it down. You know, they break it down. Okay.
Is that on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. What the bleep,
the
the Most High, yeah.
What the bleep do you know?
And what the bleep do you know? It's
Yeah, I
another,
remember that.
yeah.
What the bleep?
What the bleep, BLEEP. What the bleep do you know? Okay. Yeah, and Secret Raza, you can change your perspective on it, how you perceive things, okay? And as your perception, hear this word, expands, and you now vibrate on a higher frequency, that past event no longer exists. Okay. Not that you cannot visit that past, because you can, but you're no longer participating in that past event. For example, when you was younger, you might have liked a peanut butter sandwich, but as you get older, you no longer like peanut butter sandwich. I mean, you no longer gravitate to eating peanut butter sandwiches, you see. However, you can go to the shop, look at peanut butter sandwich, smell peanut butter, you no longer have that desire to participate in that past habit that you was doing in the past, right now, in the now. Okay? Okay. So that's about the past. Let's talk about, before we get to the now. Yeah, hang on. So this is, can the past be changed? On a different timeline, it can be changed. Okay. And this is, when you say on a different timeline, this is just in the three-dimensional timeline. We're not even going up to the fourth and fifth dimensional, them higher dimensions, but we could talk about that later on. Okay. Now, so we asked, I think everyone's satisfied about what is meant by the term the past, and the past, can the past be changed? We said yes, the past can be changed. Now, what about the present, or the moment, or now? What is meant by the present?
Can I add on to the past, Zamal, before you move subjects?
Hang on, hang on, Zamal. I'm going to see if I can try and get the volume on Zoom here, because the volume is really low. I don't see if I could oh, hang on, let me see if I'll try and increase the audio on Zoom. See if I could increase the audio on Zoom. See if I could do something here. I'll just see if I could do that. I'm just trying to see if I could increase the audio on Zoom, because it's really low. Say that again on Zoom now. I'll see if I can turn.
Test,
You
test,
hear me?
test.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's speaker there, yeah.
You're
Pardon?
fine.
You hear me?
Not you, it's
You hear me
I'm just
better?
trying to see if I can increase the volume.
Zamal. It's not you. It must be their system because you sound clear and fine.
What about now?
Keep it going.
You hear me better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. Let's increase a bit more. Hang on.
Yeah, cool.
Or get a full blast. Okay, go ahead, Zamal. Is that Omar?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Zamal.
So I was going to add to the past. I think that every decision we make is still.
Sorry, go ahead, Zamal. Sorry.
I think that every decision we make is still playing out its multiple outcomes in a different realm. So I don't think the past even stops because in the present you could change that past by doing something different you made a decision on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think a lot of outcomes are still playing out from, the decisions that we made or the choices that we could have made. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Right. You're 100% right. Oh, we're getting that feedback now, isn't it? Oh man, we get feedback from here now. Oh, this one, love it down there. Technology. All right. I think okay, that's a bit better. Right. Yeah, we can. Sorry, Zamal Omar, can you say that statement again, please?
So I think every decision that we make at the present is playing out its multiple different outcomes in a different, quantum realm, would you say? Or, yeah.
Yeah, you're 100% right in that. Different outcomes are playing out on different realms. In quantum physics, they call it superposition. Different realities playing out at the same time. It's just a matter of which reality you want to align yourself with. You see, so you're 100% right there, Zamal. Correct.
About that.
Okay, so what about the present? What is meant by the present? You see,
understand what that means, present.
meaning that you got in terms of time, you have past, present, and future.
Oh,
You just came in a bit too late because you already broke down the past. Now we're moving on to the present. What is meant by the term the present?
well, I don't know what Europeans mean by present, but my understanding, the past, the present, and the future are like circular, or they're not in a line, not linear.
That's right.
So past, present, and future, as maybe a Western concept, maybe Greek or something.
Okay. So anybody else? Zoom, Clubhouse, what's meant by the present?
Yeah. I think the present is the future and the past.
Say that again.
I think the present is the future and the past.
Yes.
Right, you're 100% right, the brother. So the future and the past is the present. Okay.
Yeah, because from the past.
said, is the present the gift given to us to choose and align with our desired timeline? I like that. Hey, this now. This is who's watched Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah, I was
Everybody watched Kung Fu Panda. She even read the book. Anyway, right. Remember Kung Fu Panda number one? Yeah. It's good that she said that.
Said Wakanda.
No, Kung Fu Panda. I'm glad Sakamtat said that. Put his here. There's a scene, Kung Fu Panda, Paul, the dragon warrior, right? Before you become dragon warrior, he's getting trained up, isn't he?
He's getting trained.
He's getting trained up, right? And Master Oogway, the geezer with
The
stick.
geezer,
Yeah, Master Oogway says to him, this is what he said. He said, the past, what do you say? The past is history. The future is a mystery. And what do you say? The past is history. The future is the mystery. And today is a gift. That's why they call it the present.
Remember
that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember he's coming back now?
Yeah.
He's coming back. Clubhouse Zoom,
That's profound, isn't it?
you hear that? Zoom, Clubhouse, you check, don't check that movie, you know, I ain't watched it, mate. Don't come back, come teach class on that.
No, but it's good what you're saying.
You hear that?
brother, it's good.
Yeah, check it out. You know, this little jewels, you're watching another film, you know.
Although it's a cartoon, but it had a lot of
Gold in it.
yeah,
Nuggets, yeah. I said that again. It says because you know because what's his name? Master Ogway was about to descend the physical realm and go into the higher planes, right?
Yeah.
And he goes to him, he said, man said, Master Ogway says to Paul, yeah, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why they call it the present.
The present, yeah.
You get that?
The present,
Okay,
I like
yeah.
that.
And let's go here. So it says the present is the gift given to us to choose and align with our desired timeline. Now, basic meaning is, hey, you know what? Let's ask the Zamaltat. Sakamtat Ifa Atumrei, what do you mean by is the present the gift given to us to choose and align with our desired timeline? Let's hear what Zamaltat Sakamtat has to say, because she can endarken us with the right knowledge. You know, she's on the right path, but let's hear her expand it. Sakamtat, would you like to expand? Don't be shy now, we're a family. It's good that she put that because this is the way that she comes up. It's because do you know that we have been given will, not free will, but we have been given will, the ability to choose upon a course of action. And okay, so I'd watched a new film called The Shift, and it seemed to depict my life eerily. It's about a being having the ability to shift beings into different timelines, good or bad. Now, because it's a film she says she watched. I'll read that again. I watched a new film called The Shift,
Yeah,
and it seemed The Shift,
Yeah.
and it seemed to depict my life eerily. It's about a being having the ability to shift beings into different timelines, good or bad. Did you know that by way of our consciousness, we can shift timelines? Like we said, once you are aware of let's say a bad habit, and you decide to change, no longer become gluttonous, and you shifted, you had just shifted into a new frequency, a new vibrational frequency, and you have created a new timeline. As we said, on that level, say you're on level 1, we said earlier on, you now vibrate on level 2, you're on a different timeline than level 1. And as we said before, on that level, those bad habits never existed. So it's a matter of consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay. We can go into later on about how to shift into higher frequencies and exercises to do it. And she continues, a man was stuck in the past. His divorce, his divorce, death of son, and in the end he let that go and picked a new life. Is that right? A man was stuck in the past, his divorce, death of son, and in the end he let that go and picked a new life. Okay, so by way of our consciousness, we can create a new timeline. You see, so there is the ability to shift times, and the past time is not fixed. The master said it like this in the Holy Tablets. Did you know that understanding time is a way she continues to say, in the film, blink twice They repeated, forgetting is a gift. That's in the movie. No, forgetting is a gift. So what they tell you in the truth, they relay the truth in the movies of what they're about, what technology they got, the ability to conjure up demons, the ability to do this, do that, time travel, etc., etc., etc. They tell you in the movies. If you want to know what's going to happen tomorrow, what's any sci-fi movie going back 30 years?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I
Okay.
agree with that, I agree, yeah.
Let's give an example before we go into time. Let's give an example. Remember Star Trek back in the days?
Yeah, that was my favorite.
The Star Trek, I'm talking about. Do you know that in Star Trek, when they're on the bridge, the
Yeah,
bridge,
the bridge, yeah.
when they go to the door, they go to the next levels, right? They go to the door just opens up like that, go in, close the door, blah blah blah. Did you know when Star Trek came out, in real time, if you want to go in the lift, you have to remember to
Yeah,
push
yeah,
the key,
yeah.
pull that other gate,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
door, close that one, close that one,
yeah.
then press the button. Da, da, da. They never had the sensor where your body just goes like that and the door open up like
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
Never had that back then.
no, no.
Remember the more about the communicator,
The communicate, yeah,
the flip phone.
flip phone. I remember that.
Remember
yeah.
that? It was in the 90s when the 121 first came out. The
Yeah,
flip phone.
Yeah, the flip phone, yeah.
You know that they going back to Star Trek again. Do you know that when they do it says warp factor 5 and
Yeah, walk factor 5, yeah.
do you know that is real? Warp drive is real.
Wow.
Do you know warp drive? Like say you want to get from here to here, and that takes light years. Warp drive is this is warp drive. Explained in a nutshell. All you do is you're folding space time, and now you're meeting this point meets with that point. Bam.
You're short, yeah.
You're warping or you're bending space time. So now you're traveling vast distances without even hitting the speed of light.
Wow, that is amazing.
Remember, this is in Star Trek. Back, Spock, they're number one, the first team.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So they let you know what they got in the movies. So in terms of time, this is what Marx says about time. He says, time does not move forward, nor has it come from. This is the Holy Tablets, chapter 1, tablet 7, verse 93. Reading down, it says, time does not move forward, nor has it come from behind. It has always been.
Yes.
Time does not ascend upward, nor has it descended from above. Time is now. Now, I say, now is the time. Time is. Then, now is not then. What this means is, when he says time is, does anybody know what the master means when he says time is?
Oh, thank you, bro.
Cool.
To me, anyway, what I learned from Sun Ra was that past and present, the past and the future is in the present. So therefore, you could say that time is what some people call, maybe Buddhist, the eternal now.
That's right.
That's as far as I could get there.
That's yes.
Not sure what you're saying, but I mean, that's as far as I can get.
Right, you're 100% right in that. When he says time is, means existence is time, and time is existence. You see, and we say existence. We say all or pa'ut in Mispatil. Always say pa pa'ut though all. So when we say pa tagyut, our affirmation, we say pa pa'ut kawon anuki. All is existence. I am existence. People say, so when we say that the highest is natural nature is the highest. Okay. Let's say natural nature is all space, all matter, and all time. Absolute, infinite, and eternal in all directions. What we mean by that is when we say natural nature, or we say fatir al fatar in misbatia, we're saying natural nature is absolute, totality. You can't add to it, you can't take away from it. When we say infinite, we are saying it is boundless. And when we say eternal, we are saying timeless. So absolute, infinite, and eternal natural nature of which we are a part of. That which is absolute, infinite, and eternal. And being that we are a part of absolute, infinite, and eternal natural nature, that makes us absolute, infinite, and eternal, being a part of natural nature. You follow?
Right, I follow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
These are concepts that we have to try and absorb into our minds, because these concepts will help raise us to hear this word, another timeline.
Another level of
I like that. I like that.
level of consciousness, you mean?
Yeah, but it's like, another timeline.
Another level of consciousness or awareness will raise up to another frequency, another mode of vibration, or another timeline. I mean,
Yeah.
so now your consciousness has now expanded.
Right.
So the master said you could look back at multiple thens and look towards multiple thens, then in the future and then in the past, all happening right
No.
now. Correct?
Wow. That's deep.
It's got a, and this is what, it's not really that deep, not really know now, is it? It's quite shallow when you put it down in. No, once you know that the deep end ain't really that deep, you know, when you talk about the Mariana Trench, then you know what deep is all about. But yeah, but let's continue. Let's continue what so, let's continue here. This is what Sakam Patni for Atum Ray says. He goes, are chosen beings not only because they choose themselves, but also chosen to experience quantum leaping timelines? I mean, again, are chosen beings not only because they choose themselves, but also chosen to experience quantum leaping timelines. Did you know? You said earlier on that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience.
I had that expression somewhere.
Okay, we said earlier on that we are spiritual beings in a physical skin suit. Or, like we said, we gave the analogy, you got this jacket on, and this jacket is your physical body. What's in the jacket is the non-physical side. Okay? Whilst we were in the non-physical, we chose to come down here, to come to the physical realm, this 3D realm, to experience, to learn. People often say, why are we here? We're here to learn. Did you know that this physical realm is the hardest of realms? It is the hardest of realms to learn. Guys,
Good to have a younger brother there, isn't it? I was asked myself a question today. Why am I here in the global north, the northern hemisphere? What am I supposed to be learning here? Because my answers are not from this global realm or the global north. But I'm here for a reason. I was born here for a reason. So why are we African, Black, Negro people? Why are we here? Why are we in the Western world or Babylon, whatever you want to call it? Why are we here? It's to learn something, isn't it?
That's right.
So I mean, then the question becomes, what do we have to learn from the European or whatever you want to call them? Yeah.
You just answered your own question. You said we are here to learn something. SUM. You are here to learn something. That, you get it?
Yes, I get it.
That which is physical, you are here to learn and translate what we've learned physically, spiritually. That's what you're right to say. We're here to learn something. Is SUM, something. So you just answered your own question. And by saying you are here or we are here to learn means that this is a school of learning. Okay. And your qualifications is when you elevate to the highest state that you can as an individual.
Well, that's why I'm here. Isn't it? So
That's right. That's why you are here. But remember, you got here, you got there, and you got where, which is all here, right?
no.
Right. That's right. Right now. Okay. That's it.
Something like the Buddhists say something like that.
After this. Okay, I just want to continue reading what the so come to yeah, so you're right, are chosen being not only because they choose themselves, but also choose to experience quantum leaping timelines. And when you say quantum leaping, meaning you're able to experience different realities. You can experience different realities in the three-dimensional realm, or you can elevate to the fifth dimension and elevate realities in that realm, in the fourth dimension, extended. And the master put it like this. He said in the scroll, and I put it there. He said it like this: that you heard of liquid gold,
Liquid gold, yeah.
right? With the one atomic element, with the ingestion of liquid gold, you have the ability to transform yourself into a craft and warp space-time and visit other star systems, and also visit other star systems, interact with other higher beings as well. So he's letting you know what he can do. We all could do the same thing. But you need the barotheric gland. You need to be qualified to receive the activation of the barotheric gland and also the intake of liquid gold, you see. So that's a qualification. And not only that, you will be able to communicate, with the higher beings as well. See?
How can I spell that word? You said bara something?
Barotheric gland. BARATHA. RY. Barotheric.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Barotheric gland.
barotheric. Yeah,
Yeah,
barotheric
you
gland.
spelled it right. You spelled it right.
It's funny, I don't hear the ending of the word sometimes. It's my hearing is, I'm over 21 now,
You can fool me. Okay, so okay,
Sorry, just a quick question.
go ahead, Samantha.
When you mean liquid gold, you mean the actual gold?
Uh,
You drink it.
yeah, let me say the actual goal. Let me quickly pull out the scrolls. There are questions and all.
But yeah, I was saying when you mean liquid gold, you mean the actual gold you're drinking it?
Yeah.
The one that is mined.
Not that gold,
Oh, okay,
but
sorry.
but of that property. Yeah, so it is that gold
Yeah,
in liquid form.
in liquid form.
Yeah, but not just that gold, because there are 8 monatomic elements that
Okay.
make up what they call, we call it mafkulat. That's the term. This scroll here, it's got here the secret of tones and the mafkulat, elixir of life. This goes into it. Let me quickly read. This is the 8 monatomic elements.
Atomic.
8 monatomic.
Okay.
8 monatomic elements. And goes on to say, sorry, 8 monatomic elements are gold, platinum, iridium, rhodium, osmium, palladium, silver, ruthenium. Okay, these are the 8 monatomic elements. Once ingested, gives you the ability to, it's got here, this is what it says here, page 5, and it goes, this, verse 31, this mafkhuzat, liquid gold, they call it liquid gold, but it's a combination of all these elements, okay? They're called the platinum group elements on the periodic table, okay? 31, this mafkhuzat, liquid gold, would take you to a mystic state of akal, mind, and khatat, body, where you meet with Pa Munzaru, the overseers, and Ghayur, transform as one of them. Okay, stop there. So I'll just quickly give you excerpts from here.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I never knew gold was
Yeah,
consumption.
yeah. But you can go to the health shops and buy what they call liquid gold,
Oh,
but
wow, never knew that.
but that's not the same as the proper as the real McCoy, because that cannot be manufactured. Liquid gold, the pure monatomic liquid gold cannot be manufactured.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
but
Not
it
by
has to be mixed.
yeah. You got to know the science
Yeah,
behind it,
science,
or say the formula behind it.
the
You know,
formula, gold,
yeah.
Alchemy.
iridium,
Oh,
and etc.
That's the word. I was wanting to ask you about the gentleman just met alchemy.
Alchemy. Yeah.
Okay,
It's got something to do with alchemy, is it?
that's right. Yeah, alchemy. When we say alchemy, in ancient Tamare, we knew alchemy as or to transform, to turn what they call base elements into gold.
To gold, yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
When they call alchemy.
And
Yeah, alchemy. Okay, and from the word, it got the word chemist or chemistry. Go ahead, Samantha.
that's where we get the word chemist. Yeah.
Chemi.
Yeah.
Chemis means something to do with black or Egypt.
That's right. And chemi, you might hear the word chemit as well, you know. But yeah. So hear this now. This is page 9 of the same scroll. Mafkuzat. Verse 57 says, it is by the power of these monatomic elements overall that restores youth, stimulates the pineal gland, allowing an open gateway to your akal mind for dimensional travel. Instant manifestation of Fakor thoughts. Wherever you think, you materialize instantly at the speed of thought. And superb awareness, referred to as supreme consciousness. Now, when we say consciousness, what do you mean by that? We mean that right now, even though we are awake, we are vibrating on what's referred to as the beta level frequency.
Really?
Yeah, you know, the wake state. The subconscious state is when our brainwave activity starts to drop down to what they call the alpha, then you go into sleep, into theta, into delta. With prolonged concentration, your brainwave frequency starts to elevate to what they call the gamma frequency. So vibrating on a faster frequency level that allows you now got what you call supreme or super consciousness. And with the intake of liquid gold or mafkhuzat, and also with the activation of the barytheric gland, and when the barytheric gland is activated, all your other glands or the chakras are also activated, and you can transform. Okay, I just want to read. Oh, okay, let's do this then. And this is how the master said it here. Let's start on verse 72 because it ties in to what we're talking about, past, present, and future. Remember, verse 72, page 10. Remember. Hey, this now let me go back. Verse 67. Listen closely. I'm gonna tie this in, boy. Anyways, go ahead. I'm gonna tie this in. When we say we are the Nubian nation, I thought we were Nubian back then. Well, we're still Nubian, but I said that we are Munbatu. Anyway, let's read this anyway. 67. After you drink, you feel inside a strange feeling as you transform back to a Nabit Kharad, golden child, or you let it dry into a powder. Now, this word Nabit is the master translate that as the Nubian nation, Nabat, or really, it's really the golden nation. Or when you use the word munbatu, one's the golden people. Okay, with the intake of mafkozat, you transform back into a golden child. Okay, that's so. Go ahead, sir.
So how does the how does the golden child tie in with that? Why is he a golden child?
Oh yeah, well, the tie-in simply is because the golden child or the golden ones or the golden children are those who have that liquid gold inside of them. Okay, so once you have the intake of the liquid gold, you transform into Pa Mun Mat, a golden child. Okay, is there? Okay, it's got here. I'll read that bit again. After you drink, 67, after you drink, you feel inside a strange feeling as you transform back into a nabit kharad, golden child, or you let it dry into a powder. 68. One atomic gold, liquid gold, amun, hidden, noob gold, rays of the sun, ether, pata, open you up. You become a Reye. You become after the order of Reye. That's what he's saying here. Okay. As in Amun Nabab Rey Akpata, my liquid gold. What the master's saying in this little verse here, verse 67, is you become Amun Nabab Rey Akpata. You follow? Get this scroll. Sometimes you have to read the scroll, sit back, ponder, meditate, and go back and reread, and you see what the master's saying. Because remember, these scrolls the master's put out is interdimensional. It is alive. These are the living words. You see, and they heard that term, the middle nature. You heard that term, middle nature. Okay, they translate it as the word of the God or gods, middle nature. Really, in Mispatia, we say Pa Madat at Empa Mondaru. The Madatat, the words of the deities of the overseers. This is what we are reading. This is what they know as the middle nature. This is what we are reading. Words of the gods.
Right.
They get it?
Right, I get it now, yeah.
Yeah. You see? You see it there?
Yeah.
Right. It's okay, so it's okay. 69, where your body Ghayur transforms into a Ka'a spirit, light body, etheric being. 70, Mafkhuzat, called the Benu or Phoenix or exotic matter with the ability to bend space time, meaning that you are able to transform into a craft, and you will have the ability to basically bend warp space time basically as a craft. Okay, but seek out this scroll, the master secret, the secret of tones.
Has it got a number or something?
Number 5. Okay. Hey, don't look it up because it's thin. Hey, it's the thin scrolls that contains all the jewels, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it's thick and heavy, you have to. When it's thick and heavy, you have to do some serious meditation and fasting and whatever. Okay, want to say something, Samuel, before we continue?
Right.
And just before you start,
Sorry.
succumb to Nifra Tom Ray. She's saying a lot of things there, but let's continue. Okay, go ahead.
You said the word something to do with bending. I tried to connect that with the Avatar, airbenders and waterbenders or something. There's no connection?
The connection would be in your ability to manipulate the elements.
Right.
Again, the term you used was alchemy. Okay, the ability to manipulate the elements. Okay.
The main question I have is, what's the connection between the 76 trillion years and the different levels of ether beings? So does that mean that we are now, somebody, one of the teachers said that we are, what was it? We are in a new cycle of 24,000 years. But how do I put all that together in one paradigm? I don't know. The different ether levels, 76 trillion years into one paradigm. Because I'm trying to get my head around what you guys are saying, but it has to be to make some sense of it.
Okay, yeah. The master, his job is to raise us up so that we too will be plugged in. Those the elite ones will be plugged in to receive 76 trillion years of knowledge. 76 trillion years of knowledge is older than the sun, moon, the stars, and the universe is, isn't it? You know what I mean? So basically, he's saying that infinite outformation. That's basically he's saying. Okay. That's it in a nutshell. And the 24,000 year new cycle just means that we are in this day, time, and cycle to receive those jewels. Okay. That's all it is.
And what's the connection to the ethers?
Yeah, as 9 etheric beings. Yeah, 9 ether being 9 to 9th power of 9.
So are we in the ninth ether age or something?
That's right. Yeah, we're in that day and time where 9 ether is rising back up. Last class we said, if you look at the number 9, you know you got the highest number is 9. Then if you look to the east, you got 3. Look down, you got 6. What has happened is the number 9 has been perverted, moving clockwise and moved to being a number 6. Wool Nawap now, Wool Sabat is pulling that number 6 up, back counterclockwise to becoming the number 9 once again. You follow?
Right.
How it works is that the bottom the bottom is 6, and now it's moving back up to 9. Okay. It's now moving.
The clock face, you see?
Yeah, look at the clock face. You've got 9. Rather than have 12 at the top, it's be 9 at the top, and at south will be 6. It was 9, and they pulled it down counterclockwise to 6. Now the revolutionary cycle is now in, and now pulling back up to the number 9 once again. We move counterclockwise, they move clockwise.
Okay.
You see? That's how we move. Yeah. The way of natural nature. The planet moves counterclockwise around the sun. Water, the master put it like this, water flows down the drain counterclockwise. You see?
Right.
So, yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I have a question.
Go ahead, Samantha. Yeah.
You mentioned about the monotropic world,
Yeah.
how it opens all the glands in the body, the chakras. So is it also connected to the process of the crystal chakras and the monatomic gold all together to open the chakras in the body?
The crystals, how do you mean you say the
Like
crystals?
the way Indians believe in crystals, how chakras are opened with the crystals. Is it connected with the monatomic gold, that process of opening the chakras?
No, you don't need that. You don't need the crystals.
Okay.
But the process in itself will do that. The process of atomic quantum. The reason why, the
You
reason
don't need the crystals.
don't need a crystal.
Okay.
In actuality, you are a crystal being.
Right.
Your blood's actually liquid crystal. Do you know that? Your blood is actually liquid crystal, or crystal in liquid form. Yeah. See, so you don't need no crystal. That's it. See, so that the monatomic elements would do the job. Okay. So before we continue, has anybody got any questions on Zoom or Clubhouse?
Rosamond, you heard me, Rosamond.
Go ahead.
You hear me clearly?
We can hear you now.
Okay. All right, I have an earpiece. Let me take it off so you can hear me clearly. Hold on.
Still holding.
Hold on, okay.
Yes, ma'am. Hear me now?
We can hear you.
Yes. I heard you were saying just now that we came here to learn, right?
Correct.
When you go back to some of the teaching, I know some of the beings here come here to visit and they have been trapped here. So it's look like the ones who come to visit, they get trapped, they have to learn all over again if they're being trapped here. So the one them that have been thrown out. So it's not we haven't been learned already. Then we have to come back here to learn it all over again.
Right. That's a really good question. Now, we said earlier on that the reason why we're here, because the physical plane is a learning, it's a school of learning. But there comes a point whereby we are no longer learning, we are remembering. You get that?
Okay, yeah.
We reach a
Sure,
point whereby we're no
yeah,
longer
I'm
learning, we are
I'm
remembering.
following you.
Got to say something, Samantha?
I said to her, I am following, I'm listening.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, so that's what it is. The master teacher said that Wusabat is more a remembering tool than it is a learning tool. Okay, and that's what it's that simple. Let's say it's that simple. We just have to remember. As we said before, as you elevate, as you begin to elevate, you begin to remember. You begin to that's it. You begin to remember. But we also said in previous classes that when we are studying, we are uploading ourselves with information, and when we are teaching, we are downloading. So you cannot fill a full cup. So in order to accommodate more information, you have to download what you've already got. So there's like a cycle that's taken place, you see. That's how the cycle works. But the master teacher also says what we teach is what we need to know ourselves. You see? So when we are studying, we are in the seat of a student. And when we are teaching, we are in the seat of a teacher. You follow that?
Yes, yeah.
So I said earlier on, when we first started the class, we learn from you just as much as how you learn from
Yeah, I
us.
remember, yeah, you
Yeah?
said that, yeah.
So really, there's an interchange of seats simultaneously. We may be up here as teachers, you there as a student, but as you're talking, you're now the teacher, and we are now the student. You see?
Right.
So you have to look at it like this. Everyone is my teacher, and everyone is my student simultaneously.
Yeah, I understand.
Get that? That's the
To
principle.
us more, well said.
I use the word overstand.
I understand.
Yeah, I can pick up myself there.
Cool. Anything else, Nicole?
Not for now, Samuel. Later then.
Later. Cool. Right.
Zamal, there's a few questions on Zoom,
Oh,
but I
God.
don't know if you can hear me, so that's why.
We can hear you now.
You can hear me now. Okay. Let me just scroll back a bit. Okay, this is a bit off topic, but it's Kim Sullivan. And it says, can you share why the master teacher is imprisoned?
Oh, yeah, that's quite simple. It's about information. They don't want him to convey this message of Sabat. That is it. Because what is that, do you know that information is a guarded commodity? You know, there are storehouses, even here in London, where they hold information, and it's heavily guarded. Someone like the master teacher, he's what they refer to as a threat to the establishment.
Yeah.
You follow that?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
He said it like this: when we done the School of Islam, they didn't bother him. When we got to the Tamaray and they saw the construction of those terreno, the obelisks and the pyramids, they say, this is the man that we're after. And we have to get him by any means necessary because he's too charismatic and he's waking too many people up. Did you know that's in the Bible? Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. Let's read Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. Has anybody got blue letter Bible on them to bring up Revelation chapter 12, verse 7? I'm going to explain something to you right now. And if somebody else could bring up Genesis chapter 2, verse 1. Okay. Let's read Genesis chapter 2. You can read Genesis chapter 2, verse 1.
Genesis chapter 2,
Verse 1. And somebody bring up Genesis.
Some of the ones are quicker.
Oh, okay. You got Genesis chapter 12.
Revelation 12:7.
12:7. Read it, please. Put them on.
Mike.
Oh, sorry, Mike, no.
The brother can read Genesis. I'll break down something for you all.
Revelation 12:7. Then war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back.
Yeah. Continue.
Oh. I just put, okay, 1 second. Okay, I'll start from the top. The war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. Then I heard a loud voice in heaven say, now have you come the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God, and the authority of his Messiah, and for the accuser of our brothers and sisters, who accuses them before our God day and night.
Okay, that's it. Okay, great. So it says, now there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels. So, being a war, there was a battle taking place. Michael and his angels. This Michael is also known as Malachi Zadok or Yanun, and his angels. The word for angel in the Greek is, anybody know?
Is a messenger, no messenger?
Yeah, in the angelos or messenger.
Messenger, yeah.
Right. Did you know, if you go to, now, keep that in mind, if you go to Genesis chapter 2, verse 1, if someone could read that, please.
I can go right now.
Got it? Genesis chapter 2, verse, I'm going to tie in something. I think we did this last class as well, but as a refresher, I'm going to do it again.
I'm glad because I was
Genesis 2.
1, please.
It's here.
All right, okay.
Use the mic. Go ahead.
Genesis 2.
2, verse 1.
Okay. Thus the heavens and the earth were completed in all their vast array. By the seventh day, God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work.
Stop there. Right. When it says it's got the vast array of them. If you had the Hebrew concordance, the word was tasaba or saba. That's the word. That word saba in the Hebrew means army. Yeah. Or angels. Basically mean army or troops. So when it says Michael and these angels, there was a war in the heavens. These army were the angelic beings on the side of Michael. These Saba or Sabians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sabians, yeah.
Yeah, United Sabians.
Yeah. These Sabians or these heavenly hosts or this army. There's a battle taking place. There's war in the heavens, which is the Orion star system. Okay. There was a Star Wars taking place. Michael, Michael and his angels, Michael or his army, the Sabians. And when you use the word messengers, you're talking about they are there to convey a message. And those messengers are also known as Nawapians. Do you know that?
Right.
What is Nawapo? Nawapo is uh, Nawapo is to convey a message that results in sound right reasoning. Meaning, if there is a conveyor, there must be a listener to the message being conveyed, and that message is existence or pa'ut, all is. Okay, and they are known as Nawapians or Sebians. The message they come to give is Wu Sabat or Wu Nawab, and those army are called Sebians. His army called Sebians. Michael. Then it says Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels. So the dragon now also has messengers as well, but not messengers of the green light, but messengers of the amber light. And while one is conveying right knowledge, the other is conveying trick knowledge or multiple, tricknology or multiple tricks, or you know it better as polytricks or politics.
Yeah.
So now these politicians, you got to ask yourself, who are they on the side of? Michael or the dragon? It is. And they are cast out from the heavens. Where they cast out to? The earth, and did deceive the whole nations. It's right there in Genesis in Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. So you have Michael and his angels conveying right knowledge, those of the green light, and those of the dragon and his messengers conveying trick knowledge of the amber light. But hear this though. But they will use the word Illuminati, and people think, the Illuminati is there's two Illuminatis, those of the green light and those of the amber light. After saying the Holy Tablets, chapter 6, tablet 15, we did a big class on that last year sometime, or year before, breaking down. That's one heck of a chapter to break down. Chapter 6, tablet 15, the Holy. I've got the Holy Tablets right here. I mean, I'll put that this something. Let me just read it. I'll just read the excerpt.
That's amazing. That just puts it into perspective what's really going on there.
Yeah. I just want to quickly read.
So, lots of questions. Just for something else. But I mean that. Brother, can I ask you?
Go ahead. No.
Yeah, brother, what you just said about Mike and his angels, does that mean that Babylon is now? So you are. It's been like the war is still on.
Yeah.
And that most of the Nawapians are the angels here.
That's
You're
right.
conveying the message. They're conveying
Their
message, and because they realize who the master teacher is, they've encapsulated to. They thought they could stop him by. Right.
Keep it going, because we've got people listening. They hear what you have to say.
They thought that they could stop him from conveying to waking up.
That's right.
By incarcerating him and bringing false charges against him, and that's
But have you heard the saying? Get the shepherd, and the sheep will
follow.
will scatter.
Yeah, scatter.
Get the shepherd, and the sheep will scatter. The flock will scatter.
But in this case, the flock hasn't really scattered as well.
No, the flock are gathering. The flock are gathering. You got it there, Samuel. Yeah.
I get it now. I'm going to understand biblical.
Yeah.
That will put it in perspective. Really good, really good.
You follow that? Go ahead, Samuel.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
You mentioned Illuminati.
Hmm.
Do they have any connections to Freemasons?
People say that what is that remember you got Illuminati of the amber light, you got Illuminati of the green light, and the original Freemasons were from the Egyptian mystery systems.
Mm.
You see, Freemasons just means free to build, okay? And but in those Freemasons, when they are building, they had secrets that they were conveying to one another. You see, so you have remember the African Freemasonry, and you got Euro Freemasonry, and the secret that Euro Freemasonry have is they haven't got none.
Oh. What's all this business about 33?
Yeah, that is part of the illusion as well, because they haven't got 33 degrees. After 3 degrees, all the rest of the degrees are just what they call honorary degrees. The 3 degrees is what locks them into person, places, and things. They came to our temples, or let's say our lodges, and we initiated them into our lodges, but we only gave them 3 degrees. And with those 3 degrees, they used that to enforce the spell upon the world, especially the Nagar Nadu, the Negroids. So now, that's why the master teacher now has set up his own Freemasonry called the original Egyptian Masonic Order. The original Egyptian Masonic Order.
Okay.
Him being the sovereign grand commander. And he put it in the books and sent it, not these ones. Hang on. Yeah, I've got the beginning here. And you see his picture as a shriner?
Yeah.
And you see what is written here? When he puts, it is inscribed by the illustrious Reverend Dr. Malachi Z. York L. 33 degrees. Over 720 degrees. So any person who's a Freemasonry of Euro Lodge Freemasonry, they'll look at 33 degrees and they'll raise their eyebrows. Because they know what that means. When they say 720 degrees, they know what it means. The Nubian International Grand Lodge Incorporated of Freemasonry, they know what it means. You might not know what it means, but they know what it means. When it says Supreme Grand Hierophant Amun Nibul Re'achpata of the ancient Egyptian order of the world, they know what it means. You may not know what it means, but they know what it means. And they know who it is. When they see his garb there, they know what it means as a shriner. They know what it means. The Grand Al Mufti Divan, Imperial Grand Pod, they know what all these means. And then all they do is open the front cover. You may not know what it means, but they know what it means. Those who know, know. Those who know don't tell. Those who tell don't know.
I like that. And that's good.
Mr. Anthony Browder, he says that the Masons replicated something about Egypt in America, in Washington, with the obelisk, the Washington Monument, etc. He says it's all set up something to do with Egypt.
Yeah,
So in some way, then is America some kind of Egypt, or some kind of
yeah,
Amber Egypt?
yeah. America basically is Egypt of the West. Yeah, Egypt of the West. How do you know that? Because in Texas, they've got a place called Memphis.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean? Or other cities.
Tennessee.
Is it?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, is it Tennessee? Is it Tennessee?
Memphis, Tennessee,
Yeah, Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
I mean, I say something as well.
I think there's a pyramid in America. I think the Great Canyon. Something
The
like
Grand
that.
Canyon.
Yes.
Yeah, in the Grand Canyon, they've got hieroglyphs there in the
Yeah.
Grand Canyon. So
That's weird, man.
yeah. So in basically what you're saying is you had Egypt, or you got Egypt of the East in Africa, and you got Egypt of the West, which is America. That's why the master says Tamaray, call our land Tamaray, Egypt of the West. You see?
Right. So he upset the people in America then.
Yeah, big time.
And Red Indians, when you mean the Americans.
Yeah, when you talk about the Red Indians, we say the Native American, not American Indians, we say the Native Americans, because those that are indigenous to that land were the natives, not the American Indians. You see, they came over by way of the Bering Straits. We was already there in America, known as the Anasazi.
Is another tribe apart from Red Indians.
Yeah,
Oh.
which is us.
How do you spell Anastasia?
A-N-A, I think it's T-A-Z-I, A-N-A-S-T-A-Z-I, Anastasi.
Yeah, I think you're
Sorry, but that sounds like some secret service group in Eastern Europe.
No, that's named the people. That's what they call themselves, the Anastasi. Yeah. Or you may hear another term, also known as the Olmecs.
Okay.
Not the Olmecs.
Big, big heads, yeah.
That's right. You know.
Oh.
So these are people that were there way before. These are the indigenous native of America.
So according to Sheikh on the deal, Van Sertima, what's his name? Rashidi. What's his name? Anyway, they're all saying that altogether they're saying that the first people anywhere in the world were African people. So Olmecs is not surprising when you think of it in those terms.
That's right.
Renoko Rashidi, he went to India and China, Philippines, and he found African people there.
Yeah.
Everywhere he went, he found African people there. But he was looking for them, but they're hidden. They're hidden.
Yeah. Remember before what they call Pangea, when the planet was all one, before Pangea, before it split. This is we was here first. We are the first world's people. And as we say, being the first world's people means we were close to God. Use God for lack of a better word, but yeah, the
Original people.
the original people. Yeah.
I mean, I just think it's really good to say, but how can I say this? Does that mean that Eurasians, as I would call them, those are people from the continent of Europe and Asia, does that mean they are somehow copies of African people?
You can say that for lack of a better word, because
how would you
describe
it, explain it or something?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly the word.
Okay, let's use the same Holy Tablets. Well, look at this. Okay, let's read this. And this is
an ancient manuscript.
Yeah, look at
That's
this.
why it's falling off. But it's good because it's ancient. If you had it for someone, it's been used properly. It's not collecting dust.
Like a
cobwebs or whatever.
Yeah.
That's true. No? Very true.
Oh, let's have a look here.
Oh man, I'm telling you, this is a very good tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and elaborate on all
Yeah,
this.
break on the knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let me read this. This is chapter 1, the Holy Tab, page 3, chapter 1. I'm gonna start from verse 19. Start from verse 19. And you know, we talked about, I guess, on verse 15. Start from verse 15 and you jump to verse 19. Remember, we talked about Revelation chapter 12, verse 7, and Michael and the Wapians conveying messages, etc. Let me read this from the Holy Tablets. And it reads this. Nawapo means, okay, start with verse 15, the very beginning. Primary creation. Okay, now I'll start from verse 13. Start from verse 13, because it's all going to tie in. Verse 13. Nawapo or Nawamu informs you that there were three creations. 14. Original or primary creation. Primarius from primus first. Before the lightest atom, hydrogen, energies existed as a form of energy existing in the form of gases. 9 levels of them, from quarks to biops to zelis, referred to as subatomic energy before weight or the sum of any weight, registering as nothingness, yet existing, being lighter than the first form of existence, hydrogen. What Parnababianan is saying here is that original or primary creation was existing before hydrogen. 9 levels of them. I don't say yet. I'll say later on. Okay. That's secondary or evolutionary creation, the evolving of existence from density to matter to atoms to cells to organisms to bodies. Then you have tertiary creation, tertius from tertius, third or ghostational creation, the breath of life, the living soul, the existing conscious being. So I can continue reading. So everyone get that, what we say?
Yeah.
Primary, secondary, and we have tertiary creation, the third creation. Okay. And with them, with all these three different creations came different beings. I'm going to say something, but what I'm about to say, you can explain it in a minute. 15. Primary creation, or original creation, was performed by 9 ether beings, simply Etherians, whose science is Nawapo. Nawapo is the science of sciences and the science in sciences, okay?
No, what is, sorry.
The science of sciences. Nawapo is that science that birthed science. You have what we call nature scientists, and you have what's called mundane scientists. Okay. Parnababhyananda is what you refer to as a nature scientist of the highest order. Okay. This is who we have in our midst. Okay. And what he's doing here is convey a message. I'll explain that as well in here. Don't keep all the drawers out now. Okay. 9 ether, okay, read that again. Primary creation was performed by 9 ether beings, simply Etherians, whose science is Nawapo. 9 ether represents birth, conception, as in 9, and birth, as in 9 and birth, 9 months for conception.
Yeah.
Like more than 9 months, but anyway. Or the sum total of numbers. There are no numbers actually higher than 9, because after 9, then you got compound numbers, 1 and 0, 1 and 2, etc., etc., etc. Okay. Nawap, hear this now. Nawapo means to convey a message that results in sound right reasoning. So there must be a conveyor and a listener of the message. The message is life, and the conveyor is existence, or parut. Okay, so it's going. Nawapa means to convey a message. Anyone that conveys a message is known as a messenger or an angel or an angelos of the angel Michael that we read earlier on.
Right.
You see the tie-in?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Michael's angels are known as Nawabians. Okay, he's as part of his army, they're known as Sabians. So there are Sabians and Nawapians, okay, conveying a message that results in sound right reasoning, with reasoning, you never heard this before, being the highest form of mental processing. There's no higher form of mental processing than sound right reasoning. And sound right reasoning is a living entity in itself. You follow? This is how we process outformation into information. Okay, as it says earlier on. So there must be a conveyor and a listener of the message. The message is life. The conveyor is existence. Okay.
Highest form of mental
Processing. That's sound right reasoning. Reasoning being the highest form of mental processing. So basically, what we're saying here is that reasoning is the circular process of the circular process of mental processing. Thinking is linear mental processing. So when you say circular, I mean it's unlimited, you see, or limitless, you say. And when you say linear, straight line, one-dimensional. Okay. So when we say the reason why the master teacher was incarcerated because of the outformation that he was conveying, hear that? Conveying to the listeners, those principalities in high places saw that and say, you know what? We ain't having this, mate. You know, ain't having that. So let's figure, we've got to get in by any means necessary, and even if it means trumped up charges. And anyone, if you study the case, you realize that it's what's known as, or what is referred to as, a gross misconduct of justice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we had there's a free Dr. You group on Clubhouse. You can go on Clubhouse and tap in free Dr. You group, and it'll come up. And at one brother day, he was disseminating the transcripts for about 3 years, or took years to disseminate the transcripts, breaking it down piece by piece. Da, 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 da. So you can get it on YouTube. Okay, so let's go here. 9 ether, number 19 now. 9 ether is conscious and conscience gases, meaning it's alive. Okay, it is 9 ether is conscious, is an awareness gas, and conscience. It differentiates between right and wrong. The Melanites. So I'm looking for this is
That means then can I think,
Go ahead.
just quickly just so brother.
Yeah.
So does that actually mean then so that the battle is still, is this the final battle between what they would say light and dark, or
Good and evil, yeah.
and the weapons that have been used is to knowledge that you are
That we are conveying.
that you're conveying, yeah.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. You see, however, what they do is those principalities, they put it out, they put the message out in the movies. You see, they put it out in the movies. So it's for everyone. Whether you pick it up or not, big deal. They don't care. All they can say is, we did put it out, but you weren't paying attention. And just because you see Black Panther, if you are Black Brother, or you may see Sinners on about a good movie, they're also in on it.
All right, yeah.
So they put the information out there. You see, so they are in communication with those beings as well. You know what I mean? So yeah. So but what they do is they but in the educational system, or in the educational construct, they constructed the educational system for them, for themselves. As Nagara, as Negroids, there's nothing on the planet Earth that says you cannot set up your own educational programs.
Right.
But because of laziness, we don't, and we moan and groan when Black History Month comes along for about 1 month, and we say, all you talk about is Kunta Kinte, and that's it, amen. You know what I mean?
It's true.
I play that reggae tune called the Kid Dog, and I think that's it. You know, rather than say, hang on, you know what? Let's set up our own educational programs, and let's teach our own about our own. I
Yeah.
mean, no, we can do that. And this is what these classes are about. You see? And we have to give respect to people like, say, Dr. Anthony Browder and all
Yeah, the
all the predecessors
yeah,
who came to do what they had to do or play a part in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things.
yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
but the one to finish off the journey is Pana Babyanan.
Yeah,
He's here to
I
finish
agree,
up the
totally,
journey and to bring in this new sun cycle and the deities that be walking this planet Earth once again as they did pre-dynastic time.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
pre-dynastic time. This is the day and time we're in right now. As we said earlier on, this is the most favorable day and time that we're in. You know, what the master teacher is giving us is the master keys that unlocks the locked doors. Now you've got the keys, use it to unlock the locked doors. Open the door. Once the door is open, now you take the step to walk across the threshold. Because you can have an open door and leave it open and just sit here feeling deep and heavy, not even taking that step to walk through the door. So as you walk through one door, you come to another door. Use the key, that master key, to unlock that door, and that door will open up. And there reaches a point whereby the doors just fly open, and you're met with they call it the hairy heb, the masters. You follow that? We have one of those masters in our midst, the highest we have. Okay. Remember it says in Genesis chapter 14, verse 18, Melchizedek was a high priest after the order of the Most High. God so loved the world, he came himself. Let's put it like that. You know what I mean?
That's it. That sounds very.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not God so loved the world, he sent his son to come and get chopped up. You know what I mean? No, God so loves, he sent his son to go on the electric chair. No, God so loved the world, he came himself. The Father. That's why they refer, but the part of Babylon says, you come to realize that I am the Father. You know what I mean? So there you have it. Oh.
Wow, that's
Zamar, there's a few, actually, there's quite a few
Okay.
questions
Not
on
quite sure what you
Zoom.
mean by that, but
Say that again, Samuel.
do you mean that if we can use the word God, you're saying that God can manifest himself in a being according to their level of maturity or whatever is the correct expression.
I hear this now. We did a video shoot today and we said the same question. That in John chapter 10, verse 34, it reads, Jesus said, is it not written in your law, I said, ye are gods? What Jesus, if you look at that word God in the Greek, the word is theos. You look at what the translation of that, and you get the word divine, deity, God. What Jesus is saying in John chapter 10, verse 34 is saying, you too are divine beings just like me.
Yeah.
And that is coming from Psalms 82:6, where it says, all ye are gods, Elohim, sons and daughters of the Most High, Elyon El. Okay? But that to be a god is an order. Yeah. And the one whose order you have to get into is the order of Malachi Zadok. So all the prophets of the scriptures are of the order of Malachi Zadok, making them, we said this last time, Zadokims, the order of Zadok. Now it'll be the order of Yanun. Okay? Another word for Zadok is Zedi. In ancient Tamaray, we call it Zedi. You know that as Jedi Knights. You heard that?
yeah, Jedi Knight, yeah.
You know that you watch that Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, the one got the green, the green beam thing, saber, and that one got the red or the amber saber.
That's so significant.
Yeah, so I tell you something. You know what I mean?
So why was Darth Vader a black man?
Yeah, all that's part of the spell. They say black is evil and white is good, you know, that's part of the subliminal programming, you see. So you have to kind of look beyond that as well. So this is what they mean, etc.
And
So,
Wakanda is what do they call him? What do they call him? The killer, was it something? What do they call it?
Killmonger, the brother.
Killmonger.
Yeah.
I thought
Kill the mongrels. Well, kill them, I don't know.
hit me. I mean, it's a black movie, but
Nadum Zamal.
still there's something in there which is anti-black.
Yeah,
Calling the African American a killmonger,
yeah,
but he was taught by the American army
yeah,
to be a killer.
yeah. So,
Nadum Zamal, there's quite a few
yeah.
questions on
Why
Yeah.
did they allow that in that movie? I don't get it.
yeah, well, you could ask them that, you know what I mean? Yeah, so
Nadum Zamal, can you hear me?
I just want to quickly read what Zamaltat Sakamtat Nifar Atom Ray says here. Oh, she actually got the YouTube. You can see that this movie, that
It's on
movie.
YouTube.
Yeah, she got what's that movie called again? There's some other movie called called The Shift. You got to get it on YouTube. I think you just
Well, you can get it on YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's she put
Well,
the link.
I was going to watch that,
Yeah.
as well as elaborate on what's been going on tonight.
Yeah.
man.
Well, yeah, it kind
Yeah,
of
man.
puts it all together, doesn't it?
It's got here. It's what Sikat Ra says. Great perspectives, but if all is recorded, we can't rid of the past. We just exist on different timeline with our new choices. He's trying to say there. Yeah. Yeah. We said it earlier on that on a there are what they call it superpositions in quantum physics. There are many different timelines, and you may have a series of events happening on one timeline and a different event happening on another timeline, but these are all events happening or different events happening simultaneously. You follow? Like, for example, the analogy I always give is of a radio station or a television station that's being played. You shift one channel, you listen to, let's say, LBC 97.3. Then you shift to 97.4. But on 97.4, there's another radio station happening. Or if you shift to 96.9, there's another radio station happening. But there's all these radio stations happening at the same time, the same space, but just on different frequencies.
Right.
So they use this as analogies of how we, as human beings, we can operate at the same time, the same place, but on different frequencies. And because you have different timelines or different frequencies, there is a new experiences occurring on that frequency. And we gave the analogy of somebody who was on one particular frequency and had a bad habit. For whatever reason, they switch. They got rid of that bad habit. So on this new frequency, that habit doesn't exist. So now they have just created a new path or a new timeline. You see?
Zamal, can I be heard?
How do I reckon that? I'm not sure I quite understand what you're saying, but how does that connect to the concept of karma or what goes around?
Yeah, when you talk about karma, you're talking about that ties into the laws of cause and effect. Okay. But remember, karma could be, people tend to associate karma with disagreeableness or bad acts, but karma could also be good acts or good deeds. So it works both ways. Let's say you accumulated bad karma, you have to wake up to that consciousness and say, you know what, I'm gonna fix myself up and alter that bad karma or do what I need to do to compensate for that bad karma so I create a new karma on this new timeline. You follow? So that
Zamal?
lets you know that the time is not linear as how we've been taught. Once the only reality is change, the only thing that's constant in existence is change, you see. But once we become aware, once we become So once you become aware or conscious, you now become obligated. There's no more, there's no, what do you call it? You cannot claim ignorance due to innocence. Zoom question? Okay, we've got a Zoom question. Let's hear a Zoom question, please, Samantha. I think you turn it up, go ahead. Can someone get on to Zoom? I don't know how to get it from here.
You have to come every week. You have to come every week. You said you have to come every week. So.
I think Samantha says she can't get it on Zoom. Can somebody lock on this? Can you lock on to Zoom? Yeah. What's the question? Just turn that down.
You know what you call people like me in Ghana? BBC, born before computers.
Okay. And as you're looking for that, the question is so great perspectives. This is secret raw. But if all is recorded, we can't rid of the past. We just exist on different timelines with our new choices. That's right. So on a particular timeline, those past events are still occurring. As you said, the past is still happening and the future has already happened. Okay. I'm sure in a moment. My grammar can make it difficult to understand, although my verbal English isn't much better. Bear with me, Samala. Okay. Time is the measure of space. Well, they tend to relate time and space together. However, that too is an illusion. If you could walk space-time, that knocks that out the window.
Yeah,
You see?
yeah.
And she's Sakamtat Nifar Atumray on Zoom. She's the shift trader. Oh, just the trader, sorry, she put on it. Second row, we exist on all dimensions in different degrees, correct? That's right. Our now choice directs the path we take. That's right. We exist on all dimensions in different degrees. That's right. Like I said, they call that in the quantum physics superposition. Again, go back to that movie. What the bleep do we know? They talk about superposition. Okay. So our choice directs the path we take. That's right. Whatever path you take, choice means the decision using our faculty of will. Whatever we choose determines which path we will take. Correct. So are all chosen beings aware? They are aware of the timelines, aware of their choices before coming here, and while here, and conducts before getting out. Right. No, they're not. Some are not. Most people are not aware. A vast majority of people are not aware. However, in the non-physical realm, we said that when right knowledge comes around, we will gravitate to it. So when the reason why we are all here right now is because of divine intervention. It's not luck. It's because where we are is where we're meant to be. We're meant to be here. It's not because of chance. Chance doesn't exist. You know what I mean? No luck in nothing. We are here because we're meant to be here right now. You see? Now it's a matter of whether or not we can last the distance. Because we all have to be tried and tested to be found worthy to receive that crown of life eternal. Okay, while still in the physical. Remember, you ever seen that movie, The Green Lantern?
The Green Lantern.
Another movie to watch. The geezer, the alien brother, wherever the planet, wherever he was, right?
Yeah.
They sent out the lantern. For outer space, and the lantern came to the planet Earth trying to look for this other guy. The other geezer, and the lantern chose him. He didn't choose the lantern, chose him to be the Green Lantern, to be the successor. Well, Panda Babylonian, is that Green Lantern, but he's looking for his children.
Wow, I get you. What
You-
you're
you
saying,
follow?
yeah.
Wu Sabat, with those people who gravitate to Wu Sabat, once we gravitate to Wu Sabat and we stay on Pataro, the way, now we made a connection with Panamabianan through that etheric link. Okay?
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's like, are all chosen beings aware that they are aware? The answer is no, we're not aware. So we have to grow into that state of awareness. You follow? And Wu Sabat is that way that will make us become aware once again. Okay. However, as you said before, life is not without its challenges and opportunities. You follow?
Yeah.
You want to say something, Smell?
So, yeah, you're saying there's something very significant about the color green or the energy of green. And the teacher is surrounded by green in these two pictures there.
Yeah.
So what is the significance of the color or energy green?
Yeah, it's a healing color, you see. But that is the color of the master teacher's aura once in the physical. He said that on the galactical planes, his aura is purple. You see?
Well, that's the chakras again.
Yeah, well, God,
The energy
energy
chakra.
yeah. Okay. Have you got questions? I want to read it out, please.
There's
Simone?
loads.
Oh, there's loads. Oh.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, green. This question's in Zoom.
Okay.
It says Jim to everyone, Rahubat and Ashok to all our Musbatu. How can I acquire scrolls that are out of stock as a relative newbie or Nuapian? I need some foundation scrolls like 33 Commandments, Sacred Feminine, and the Mind, Tao Tao.
Oh, if the I'll put the hairs from here. If they're out of stock, you just have to wait till it's in stock. You see, can I still be heard
Online.
on Clubhouse? I move away from the mic.
the books are published in America?
That's,
Published and printed?
yeah. So if you can't get it in America, you just have to wait till it comes in stock. They're out of stock. You have to wait for it to be in stock. You see, that's all. That's all.
You get it when you're ready.
Yeah, when it's ready. Yeah.
The other question is from You Must Learn 852. How can we live as our true selves in this society?
How can we live? Yeah, the way to do that basically is by creating our own communities. You know, that's what Wolfsbat is all about. Wolfsbat is a culture. Apart from being a culture, it's also a nation, you see. But it's in the meantime, try and as it said, align yourself with your local bookstore and do your best to be what's that word? A participant in the activities of, say, within your local bookstore, you know, in helping to spread the doctrine and in helping to spread the doctrine, to keep the culture alive. The Master says like this, your job is to do your part. Okay.
Next question from Queen R. The Hebrew Israelites say that they are the 12 tribes of Israel and the chosen people. Can we clarify the truth from the belief?
Okay, when you talk about, that's a good question. When you talk about the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel are no more than the astrological signs. That's what it is. Now, people, that's what it is. The 12 tribes of Israel, they've got the 12 houses of the zodiac. Well, the 12 tribes of Israel is no more than the zodiac, the astrological signs. That's what it is, you see. And but they don't know that. Now, the chosen people, the chosen ones are those who follow the chosen one. For this, the chosen ones are those who follow the chosen one. which we know as Pana Babi and Nana.
Yeah, well
You know what I
said, well said. I
Okay.
like that, well said, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But hear this though, we are referred to as the Nubian Islamic Hebrews. Nubian, we broke down Nubian means Nabat, gold. Islamic means ones of peace, and Hebrew just means from the word Ibri, to cross over. So we are all those in one.
In one, yeah.
We are
Yeah.
all those in one. Remember, the key lies in the language, you see. So people say, oh, Nubian, I thought Nubian, we passed at school. No, let's take it for what it says literally. Nubian on the back, the golden ones. Islamic, the ones of peace. Muslim, or those who follow the peaceful way of life. Islam, not the Islam who as propagated in Arabia, etc., etc., etc. And Hebrews meaning those that crossed over. That's what it means, you see.
Crossed over from Babylon.
Yeah, those that crossed over from, I mean, that's what it means to cross over from one land to the next. That's what Ibri, that's what it means to cross over. You see, so it's all in the language. The secret to breaking the spell is in the language. You see, so, okay.
Another question
Go ahead.
from Atumre Kemet to everyone. How does one clear the mind to prepare for meditation? Or is it impossible to silence the dead spirits?
To clear the, do you know that that's a good question. To clear the mind, it's an act. The word to is it's a really simple exercise. Is to think of nothingness, because you know we have an internal dialogue that's going on constantly. Try and just shut off that internal dialogue